So I want to make another video to show you how it looks like, how the Rapoo C200 fares when it comes to capturing audio and video when there's not a lot of light. Now, just to let you know what time it is, I'm shooting this particular segment of the video at around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? And the only thing that is running here in my room is the air conditioning. So if you can hear a little humming, that is the air conditioning. Now, other than that, I don't have any lights that are turned on. What I do have is sunlight. That's why if you look at this side of my face, it's a little brighter than this one because this side is actually where the window is. So you can just imagine, so that is now the light. There's no fluorescent lamps. There's no additional light. I want to make sure that we get a real world scenario capture of what the video can do or what this webcam can do. So now this is how it looks like. So there's not a lot of light, but you can see that the video is quite clear and manageable, and it's very good. In my opinion, considering it's 4 o'clock, it's a little bit gloomy outside. The sun is not that bright. I don't have any lights turned on. You can see this is a real world scenario wherein there's a window here and there's not here. There's no light here. Oftentimes, you should have a light here so that it's balanced, but it's not. That's not the case. But in spite of all of that, you are now seeing how good the video is. Not bad, right? I mean, come on. It's 720p, and the way the webcam is absorbing all the light that is all around, it's very, very good. I'm very impressed, right? Now, some webcams, when you are in this situation, they tend to look very pixelated simply because there's not that much light. In every webcam, you should have light. Light is always essential if you want to have clearer, crisper looking video. Not just on your webcam, light is always important. So, but considering that it's a little gloomy outside, I don't have any lights turned on here, and it's just the webcam, do you think it's pretty good, right? It's very, very good. So, I mean, if you're going to be using this for, meetings, Zoom meetings, FaceTime calls, Skype calls, work from home, school from home, this is already a good quality right now. What we're looking at, I'm trying to look at the video right now on the screen. This is already good quality, and you're picking up also the audio, which is always good. With regard to audio, of course, because the webcam is picking up everything around the room, then you have to make sure that when you're going to be on video conferences or meetings, you have to make sure that you try to put yourself in a much more quieter room, or else everything that the mic is going to pick up is, rooster calls and tricycles and all of that. It's gonna pick up. All right. It just so happened that I'm shooting on a weekend and there's no noise outside. But if you live in a very noisy place, or maybe or you're doing your meetings, or school from home is quite noisy, we suggest that you do find a much more quieter place to have your meeting. But you're listening to the audio right now as well, of the webcam. So that's what we're doing right now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn on one of my lights here. At least you can have an idea of how the difference will be when it comes to the quality. Okay, so let me turn on. So this is my light. It's a pretty big light. It's more like a professional kind of looking light. But you can use any kind of light, whether it's your room light or your ring light. But you need to have light. Now, so I turned on my light right now. Of course, there's a big difference because you don't see much shadow, and you can see me much clearer than the previous video that we shot earlier. However, without this light, meaning while it was still turned off, I still look good.
I make this look good.
I mean the quality. Of course, it enhances it with more light, which is always a good thing. Having a good enough light for your webcam will give you a much clearer video quality. Let me try that again. So this is the what it looks like with the light that it's turned on. This is how it looks like when it's turned off. On, off. I feel like I'm in Sesame Street, it's like on, off, on, off. Anyway, so at least you have an idea of how webcam performs, whether it's you have light or maybe you don't have much. If you notice it, in both times, Rapoo C200 performed very, very Well, if you plan to invest on something like the Rapoo C200, basing on the audio pickup and basing also on the videos that you see, it's up to you to decide, is it a good investment? I believe so. Personally, I believe so. But of course, it's up to you. Let us know what you think about the Rapoo C200 and if that's something that you're willing to invest on. Now, please do check out all the videos on the screen right now, or maybe check out our playlist or our other videos in our channel. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope to see you again in the next episode. And again, as always, stay tech curious.